Greetings, ladies and gents. A more subdued and less radio-centric intro this time. No echoes, no sound effects, just my old voice, and maybe some background music for the SCP in this video. This video is intended to be standalone as well as a reference video for a writing event that is taking place in the main channel, where the writers may not know the original source material. So, here it is, in all its glory. No muss or fuss, just a quick reading of an SCP for the Creative Writing Project. All the relevant links to the writing event as well as the wiki for the SCP Foundation will be down below. And, as always, I hope that you enjoy, whether you're a part of the writing competition or not. Item SCP-3426 Object Class Cater Special Containment Procedure. Until the nature of SCP-3426 can definitely be ascertained, containment should focus on preventing as many of the theorized conditions for its occurrence as possible. As such, scientific progress into the unified physics hypothesis, footnote 1, and the creation of the infinitely stable energy should be heavily impeded. Other areas of social and technological progress that could potentially result in the occurrence of SCP-3426 on Earth must be prevented by any means currently available. Additional measures may be taken in the event that the collective human race approaches attainment of Type 1 civilization status, as defined by the Kardeshev scale, footnote 2. Investigation of the phenomenon related to SCP-3426 will take place under the Operation Grey Voices. Mechanical probe surveys to a maximum range of 100 light-years will attempt to ascertain the commonality and range of SCP-3426, and manned excursions of post-3426 planets are currently in the planning process. Operation Grey Voices will centralize the relevant collected data and collaborate with the Foundation's internal research divisions, including the Memetics and Infohazards Division, Temporal Anomalies Department, the Thaumatological Department, the Biological Containment and Research Division, for the purpose of attaining a greater understanding of SCP-3426. Civilian surveys of exoplanets and cosmological imaging projects will be strictly monitored for images or data that shows evidence of SCP-3426. Upon discovery, data of SCP-3426 is to be erased or edited as necessary, and amnestics administered to persons involved. Description: SCP-3426 is a phenomenon that is responsible for the total extinction of a technologically and socially advanced planetary civilization. SCP-3426 may be an event, entity, process, object, or concept. To date, there are no definitive hypotheses on the attributes of the anomaly. However, it is known that the conditions for the manifestation of SCP are self-consistent and follow an established pattern. It is believed that SCP-3426 manifestation is widespread and possibly universal. A planet that has been affected by SCP-3426 is termed post-3426. Post-3426 planets and civilizations share a number of common characteristics. The civilization must have achieved a relative degree of global sociopolitical stability. Footnote 3. A limitless or indefinitely sustainable source of worldwide energy is in use, e.g. nuclear fusion, hydrogen mining, orbital solar collection, or enhanced geothermal systems. This energy must be widespread and plentiful enough for the civilization to qualify as a Type 1 civilization or higher on the Kardeshev scale. Unified scientific theory model of the universe must have been developed. Space travel is commonplace and is advanced enough to allow a detailed exploration of the local solar system. There exists an organization whose purpose is to catalog and contain as many anomalous phenomena as possible. Post-3426 planets display widespread anomalous material corrosion, reality distortion, complete or near-complete corruption of information and information media, and the pervasive presence of visual cognitohazards and abnormalities. Sapient lifeforms on post-3426 planets appear in two stages based on time since SCP-3426 took place. If it has been a year or less since the occurrence of SCP-3426, such organisms appear suspended or frozen in place, lack of any consciousness, and display total cell death. In some cases, they may appear translucent or blurred to cameras and to the eye. Afterwards, intelligent life is apparently completely spatially erased, while possessions, information, and structures created as a result of the species remain present. If highly deviated, no physical remains of the species itself exist. Data, items, and artifacts were collected primarily through the mass usage of drones, orbital probes, and imaging sensors deployed onto post-3426 planets. Further information on the exact properties or the effects of SCP-3426 has been difficult to recover. Probes that enter the atmosphere of post-3426 planets quickly deteriorate within 24 hours, becoming affected by the space-time distortion and material corrosion permeating the planet's surface and surroundings. As a result, recovered data on post-3426 planets is extremely limited. Based on data and relayed analysis of Operation Grey Voices, it is believed that 3426 induces a slow collapse of the consistency of the universal constants and stable states within the planet. This collapse weakens forces interactions between elementary particles, creates extreme planet-wide ontokinetic and material distortion effects, and gradually prevents any information or conscious thought from being distributed. This process culminates in an all matter on the planet reaching a state of catastrophic incoherence, theoretically resulting in the slow erasure of objects, concepts, and life forms originating from it. This phenomenon has been provisionally classed as ZK Lambda class cosmic fragmentation scenario. While research into SCP-3426 has yielded a vast variety of information regarding its nature and end results, the mechanism by which SCP-3426 acts remains unknown. Addendum 3426.1 Incomplete list of post-3.26 planets. At present, Operation Grey Voices has examined all exoplanets within 75 light-year radius of Earth. From this current exploration area, 16 planets have met the hypothesized conditions required for the occurrence of SCP-3426. All 16 were affected by SCP-3426 either upon discovery or within 5 years of its detection. Addendum 3426.2 Recovered data and artifact list. Rough translations of recovered data were provided by the Linguistics Department under request of Operation Grey Voices. Translations are not guaranteed to be accurate. Footnotes 1. Colloquially termed theories of everything, such as the string theory or loop quantum gravity. Footnote 2. Defined as being able to store and use all the energy that reaches a planet from a parent star. Footnote 3. By relative, it is meant that, as a whole, widespread changes in the world order, upheavals in social norms, and non-localized political unrest are essentially eradicated. Footnote 4. An extinct language spoken by the Hittite Empire of the 16th to 13th centuries BCE. Footnote 5. Approximate phonetic recreation of native name of post-3426-10. End of file. And that, my friends, concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you do, please consider supporting the author, even by popping over and leaving a thumbs up or a nice comment, just to show your appreciation for the story. However, if you wish to support this channel, there are links down below which will help immensely. I will see you all in the next one, and until then, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Cheers.